And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Baker going to throw this right away. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Gray. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Baker Mayfield with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
2nd down, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Cousins. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Up the middle, no wonder. Who would have juked? And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The Vikings at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Cousins now. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On third down, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 26 yards. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mayfield on play action. Gets this one to use check. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And look at this defense for the Vikings. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that. On third down, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go play action. Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marcin. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. He showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? No. Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Good routes here.
3rd and long for Cousins. And Verting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Gone. All right, now here we go. Oh.
Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Listen to me.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. These two teams all tied after one. Cousins on 1st down. Incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Hey, no, easy.
Cousins now on second down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And again, it's Mayfield. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 58 yards. And the Niners have retaken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll go right back to Nwangwu. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Go ahead.
Play fake. Cousins. And that one too wide and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. This is caught by Addison. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. yards the pickup there. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, Cousins again. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go play action. Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Cousins. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. 4th down, field goal try coming. So Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run again with Jackson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. In motion is Gray. second down, Mayfield. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have moved out in front. The extra point try now for Moody. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Addison will go in motion left.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
To throw is Cousins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Gun. Black.
Now Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Good routes here. Hey, we're good. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Listen to me.
Now Cousins. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. It's fielded at the 45. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Ayuk goes in motion.
King. Hey, alert.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And this pass caught by Gray. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Baker Mayfield as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and a couple.
Two. Gone.
Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, no, easy. Gone.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Gone.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwanga now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Cousins now. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. Handoff here to Nwangu. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime, because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mayfield. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
Run.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Mayfield. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Mayfield. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Deeper. Hey, steamer.
A second down throw for Cousins. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Point it right. Stop.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up on the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
He is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Oh, another big wrap-up there by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year who led the league with 18.5 sacks in 2022. Became the 2nd 49er and 10th player ever to win both that and Defensive Rookie of the Year awards during their career.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 27 all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're going to speed things up here. Mayfield down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Okay, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go play action. Mayfield. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now it's Nwangu, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete here to Ayuk. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
Connects with Kittle underneath. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now 2nd and 4.
Regular. Hurry. Real. Stop.
Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Good route here.
Cousins here to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And this pass caught by Gray. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Well, 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Looking for Gray, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mayfield to throw. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Baker. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's perfect.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Now Moody for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Again, they went for the field goal for the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film. Did you see something on film to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Throwing here, Cousins. Rolling to his right. He lets one go deep for Addison. return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking